So we're going to talk about that bench again that was in another video. The bench came with 8-inch legs. Originally this was underneath that mirror on the wall, but I realized nobody's going to sit there and watch me work, so might as well utilize that space. This year I bought an electric keyboard, which I'll talk about in another video, but I'm going to teach myself how to play the piano this year. So I'm going to first try out these 14-inch legs to see if I can just replace my bench with them and if that will be good enough for it to sit a little higher so I can reach the piano ergonomically. Came in a nice box, nothing was damaged. These 14-inch legs come with some hardware for its own that usually you would screw on the bottom of the furniture legs. I'm going to go ahead and use the hardware that came with the actual bench because it's slanted, and that's why I specifically bought this leg, because you see how there's no slant to it. I can just screw it in and it'll already have that kind of like slant out, how that's basically the design. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this over and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So as you can see, there is a slant to this hardware. So we're just going to go ahead and unscrew this, and we're going to go ahead and put the other one in, and it's going to be slanted out. So you just screw it in like that. You're going to hit some resistance maybe, depending on how deep it goes, but this ended up cracking a little bit. It sounded like it, so I slowed down, but then I kept going. But no matter what, I couldn't get it completely flush. It was at least ½ an inch of a difference, which you can still see here. It's too high to sit at the piano, as you can see. So I bought these other legs that I'm going to try. It came in a regular Amazon package. Nothing was damaged though. These ones are 12-inch legs. So I'm going to go ahead and see if this would actually help, because it'll lower it a little bit so I can get in there. So I'm going to open these up. These ones are dark blackish brown, I want to say. Came with hardware as well, same as the other one, and the felt tip pads that go on the bottom so it doesn't damage anything. But again, I'm using the hardware from the actual bench. So you see how those aren't slanted either. It'll easily go in. This doesn't look like it had some like grain or damage or something on these legs. I don't mind because I plan on sanding it down and then staining it the same color as my keyboard, which is like a retro wood color. But if you're not going to, you may be bothered by that. So I went ahead and screwed this on. You see how it's completely flush. There is no gaps like the other one. This one went all the way to the metal hardware, which makes sure it's going to be sturdier. You can already see that this is a much better fit for this piano. The other ones were 14 inches, way too high. These are 12 inches, which fits perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and just show you. It doesn't move at all. It's very sturdy. The other ones did wobble a little bit. I'm going to pull this back and sit down and see if it fits. But so far, I think these are good, and I'm going to recommend them to you. Yep, perfect fit.